Here with head coach Adell Harris as the Seahawks prepare to face Campbell on Tuesday. And coach, maybe just first off a recap of the Northern Kentucky game. You have to be really pleased with your team's effort and a lot of positives that you could take out of that game. What maybe impressed you the most about your team's performance against the Norse?
The best thing is that I think we were the hardest working team. Kids played tough, executed what we wanted to do game plan wise from an X's and O's standpoint, but then improved on some things that we hadn't been doing well in our previous game versus Elon, as well as the Notre Dame game, and step up and make free throws, do a better job defensively, trying to make things a little more difficult for our opponent. I think that was the lowest field goal percentage game we had as it relates to defensive field goal percentage. We out-rebounded them, so a lot of positives. Ryan Flowers was a positive. We've been kind of begging her to step up and help us on the glass, and she definitely did that. And everybody got a chance to play, contributed on the boards for us, and that just has to happen. So very pleased with that.
You talk about free throw shooting, like you said, kind of been a concern even with that exhibition game. What does a performance like that from a lineman, 14 to 16, all in one half too? You didn't even shoot a free throw in the first half. But what does something like that mean for this team in terms of a confidence factor as you go forward?
Well, we know that the free throw line is an area that we have to be really good because of the way we're going to play. We're going to have opportunities at the line. We don't play a lot of post players. Traditionally, guards are good free throw shooters. Posts are not. So there's no excuse for our kids not to be able to step up to the line and knock them down. Now, the mental toughness that goes into making sure you're focused and you're locked in when you go get those 3 opportunities or 2 opportunities is a whole nother story. And that's what we've been trying to tackle. Like, if you get 2, you got to knock those down. If you have a 1-and-1, we got to get both those opportunities and to take those more seriously. And then again, Kelva Atkins, it kind of starts with her and her focus. She steps up and goes 8 for 8 from the line. Just makes life a little easier for our freshmen when we can have her step up and be a leader in that way.
All right, now you turn your focus to Campbell, who in some ways are a lot like Northern Kentucky, as they've got one player right now, Gaines, that's really kind of stepped to the forefront and been their leader. As we talked about Northern Kentucky, are you focusing on Gaines or mostly? Are you just, she's going to get her points and rebounds, or are you focusing on the whole team?
We have to focus on the whole team. I like Campbell's team. I like what they do. They want to pound the ball inside. So any team that's going to go inside first, for us, we have to pay close attention to and make sure we're working hard and we're being tough and trying to guard our paint. Kiara Gaines is very good, 5'11" guard forward, so she can post us up, she can shoot the 3, she'll drive it. The most important thing, though, she's just such a hard worker. She's relentless. She's their best defender and also their best offensive player. I think that's a scary combination. She can get her points without ever having to run a play for her. So we have a great deal of respect for her and what she's capable of doing, but at the same time, I think we got to really be locked in on defending everybody.
All right, now lastly, this is the first time you'll have faced Campbell, but obviously UNCW and Campbell have a pretty long tradition together. How important is it to kind of renew this rivalry? We've talked about it a few times in other in-state teams that you've played, the importance of building these rivalries, but how important and maybe even how exciting is it going to be to renew this tomorrow against Campbell?
Well, it's a close trip for us, so, hour and a half down the road, there's no reason why we shouldn't play. Every year. I like what Wanda Watkins has done there in her 31. She's been there longer than I've been alive. So she's so well respected in the state of North Carolina. Growing up here, I had a lot of people I know that went to Campbell and played against her teams previously as an assistant coach. So I have a great deal of respect for her in their program. I know they'll be competitive. I know she'll play the right way, and it'll be a good test for us in the non-conference. So very much so looking forward to renewing that rivalry.